Welcome everybody to another episode of Inquiring Minds. I'm Hialeah Comic Bro, and as always, I'm accompanied by Conquistadork Javi, which will be popping in real soon. So I'm just going to give him a couple of minutes. But we have another great guest tonight, and I guess we just might as well get it going, man. Today's guest is a man that's taken the YouTube world by storm. Newbie Comics.
Oh, what's going on, brother?
What is going on, Newbie Comics, bro? What is up?
Man, thank you for having me. It's been a while. I check your show out here and there, so yeah, it's fun to get on here, man.
Awesome, dude. I've seen you pop in a few times in the chat, man, so I have noticed that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
Speaking
it's hard. It's hard sometimes, man, because there's so many people going and like at the same time. So you want to like support everybody, but it's like it's hard, man. It's sometimes hard to just like be there like the whole show, you know. So yeah, I try to do as much as I can, you know, pop in here and there.
Dude, it's super hard. Actually, I was watching, I think it was your last video, and you actually mentioned that you went on at the same time as Burke or something. I heard you mention that.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
It is, man. But you can't really get offended or
no, not at all, man. Not at all. Nah.
And as far as watching everything, it's almost freaking impossible, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I try when like people leave comments or like even add or sub, like I make it a mission to be like, hey, you know, thanks for checking out, you know, thanks for the support, you know, things like that. Because it is more fun when like people tune in and you know they're checking you out a bit more and like on a constant basis. You know what I mean?
Of course, man. You got to give them support back. Yeah, you know,
100%.
And speaking of the chat, we got Unruly Simeon. We have Mr. Gretzy who's celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, Gretz.
Happy birthday, brother.
Rob Boswell. We got, who else is in here? Oh, I know. We got a troll. Where is he? 90. There he is. My favorite troll in the whole world.
90.
Love you, 90. Oh, hey, what's up, Bake? What's going on? Bag of sevens. What's going on? Thank you all for joining. Man, I got to start real quick. Dude. You've been on freaking YouTube for 3 freaking fucking months. Yeah. You're at over 1,200 subs. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah, honestly, like a lot of people ask me that, and I'm literally, I just try to branch out. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people will stay with just comics, but you know, I don't mind hanging and talking with Funko or action figure or cosplay people. You know, graphic design, art, like just it doesn't matter. So when you pop into certain people's like chat or shows, right? Like they see it and they want to support, just like you said, right? Like you support them, they support you, things like that. I've just been lucky, man. Like people ask me like, what's the secret? I'm like, I don't really think there is a secret. I just show gratitude and support and I get it back. And yeah, man.
Dude, you've got it big time, dude. I've been on over a year and a half, and I just cracked 600, which is fine. It's fine, man, because you know what? I love my core viewers, you know, and that's basically who you do it for. And it's the same people every week, man. And you know what? I try to support them the best I can too, because it's hard. But dude, you're blowing up. Do you think, staying on that tune? I looked at your Instagram, dude, and you're massive. You have a load of subs there, man. Do you think that translates to your YouTube channel?
I think that the Instagram helps because people can get like a daily vision of you. You know what I mean? Like they can see like, okay, this guy's collecting, this guy's doing this, you know, oh, here he is with his buddies. You know, like most of my stuff is like with the guys I collect, the books I collect, the shops I go to. So like people can see like, oh, you know what? Like he preaches what he practices and things like that. Because that's something that I take like full-heartedly. You know what I mean? Like I told Key Issue, one of my good buddies, and you know, my co-host to the thing. I said, I think the biggest thing for us is going to be our personality because we're just ourselves. You know what I mean? Like I'm into Iron Man, which is popular in movies, but in comics is not. He's into like Dupe and like Spawn. You know, like just it's just our little niches and things like that. But I think the personality is what really gets people to tune in and stuff, man.
Well, you must have an awesome personality. I gotta go buy one. I don't know. I'm messing, dude. You know what I think though? What you got going on though? you're consistent because you got a couple of score shorts. Like on my channel, this is pretty much what I do, and then every once in a while I'll put up something else. But you got your Tuesday spec show, am I correct?
No, so it's Monday. So we do Monday new comic book day in circulation. And then Tuesday we basically just shoot the shit, we have fun, we poke fun at each other, we have some crazy lists, you know. Usually it's like we try to get a topic that we know the crowd is going to get into and have fun with it. You know what I mean? Because that's what I want. This was always meant to be fun. It was never meant to be like, okay, let's be serious, comic, boom, done. Like I want it to be fun. You know what I mean?
Of course. But you also have women in comics?
Yeah, women in comics. Yeah, so I got like 6 parts of that. Yeah, there's a few ladies that want to do it. It's dope, man. Yeah, I always just want to be different. I don't know. The women in comics thing, I always thought it's just different. The ladies don't get a lot of love, so I figured, you know what? Why not, man? Just like bring them into the light, because I know so many girls who are into comics and they know so much more than some gentlemen, and I just feel like, you know what? Why not just like introduce them to the community and, you know, there it is. Yeah.
I think your first guest was Sanimation, right?
Yeah. She blew up like after that, man. I don't know.
She's a trip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. She's a trip. I think the first time I saw her was with you, man.
Yeah. She's one of the, like, that's what you get. That's how she is. That's how she is. Yeah. When we talk, we usually talk about daily, the last couple of days. I mean, the last week I've been just super busy with like house stuff, you know, in the middle of a move and like, you know, finishing a reno on a house. So it's just been crazy. You know, you go like 3 days without like doing anything on YouTube or something, and it just feels like you've been gone for like ever, man. Like it's crazy.
Dude, I just came back from three days away. We went like a little mini vacation. I came back and it's like, dude, I can't catch up.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to. I'm gonna do it in baby steps and then see what I can. But you feel like you're gone forever, dude. And it's only been 3 days.
Yeah.
That's not me being on. That's just watching.
And like I said, right, it goes back to like I always try to support. So like when people like leave a comment or something like you know, on Instagram or they message me, like I try my hardest to like get back to them. But sometimes it's hard because you want to like unplug yourself or you have things going and it's just like,
dude, like a move's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, fuck, dude.
Dude, a move. I'm hoping to God I don't have to move for a while, man. We moved about two years ago. And I'm done moving, man. I just cannot stand moving.
It's one of those things that's like, it's great because you're going into a new place, but at the same time, you're like, oh man, I got to do all this. Like, you got to call in favors for like buddies. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh.
You still got everything. You still got everything boxed up?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Everything's like good to go. I'm like organized as hell, man. Like my organizational skills, like, you know, we took apart like certain rooms and like certain days. I was like, we got to get this done. Like,
yeah, dude, I'm the same way, dude. It's like just selling comics. I got my boxes here. I got everything separated. Okay, I got this on eBay. I got this. This is ready to go whenever I feel it. But I'm the same way, and the moving is the same, dude. Everything in a box, nice and organized, and minimal.
I've never been one of those people. Like even with comics, man. Like I it's crazy because like I'll buy a comic and like I have like a spreadsheet where I'm like, okay.
Really?
Title, when I bought it, the day, what I bought it for, you know, if I sell it, there's like another column with like, you know, sold for it. Like, dude, I'm so.
No, dude, you might be a notch ahead of me, girl. Because I don't got no spreadsheet or I don't got no, like my wife, like when I started selling, my wife bought me a little notebook, hey, or keep track. But then I started going, you know what? I really don't, you know, I'm good, man. I don't really need it, you know, but yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. Hey, a lot of other great people joining in. Let me see real quick. Comic Head 84, Rena, our guest from last week, which was awesome. Stay Puff, Patrick Wall. Let me see. Am I missing anybody? Sorry if I missed anybody, but I think I'm good. Yeah, 84 is here. Awesome, man. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Javi will be here soon. Because his work schedule changed, so we're just winging it a little bit. Rena! So anyway, dude, you're in Canada, right?
Yeah, Great North.
Have you always lived there?
No, man. So I was born in Uruguay. I was born in South America. A lot of people don't realize that. Like, they just see the white skin and they're like, you're not Latino, you're just some white guy. But no, I was born in South America, came to Canada. We're like in like Niagara Falls, Toronto area.
Okay.
And yeah, I've been there I've been here since I was like 7 years old.
So you've never lived in the States?
No, never. I've traveled though. I find like I've traveled more in the States than a lot of Americans though, man. Like especially like getting to know a lot of the guys and the ladies through like YouTube and Instagram. Man, I've been all over, and like some people are like, "Oh, I've never even been there." I'm like, "What? Like how?"
How did your family end up in Canada though, man? That's not usually the normal stop.
So it was New York, New York City, Miami, or Toronto.
Okay.
So it was like 93, 94 when they chose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not disappointed that I'm up here just because like, you know, we do have a lot of perks, but I mean, I wouldn't have been mad if I went to like New York or Miami, like at all. Miami's like one of my favorite places in the world, to be honest with you.
Awesome, dude. I love it too.
Yeah,
guys.
I love it too. What's up, Javi? How are you?
Good, man. You just had me up there like a ghost.
Dude, that's all right, dude. Your presence was there, man.
That's good. I like it. What's going on, newbie?
Hey, what's up, Javi?
Good, man.
Dude,
I remember getting in contact. Well, sorry to interrupt, but I remember getting in contact with you. Like,
this is all freestyle. This is freestyle. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you just started up your channel, I believe, and I was like, "Yo, we're doing Inquiring Minds. We would love to have you on there." And now it's finally come together.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah. Long overdue for sure. Long.
Yeah.
Overdue.
But man, how are you liking it? You know, you're doing the YouTube stuff, you're doing the comic book stuff, man. It seems like you're killing it.
Dude, you know what? I appreciate that. First of all, there, you know, like in any success though, there is a lot of people behind.
Definitely.
You know, behind the scene, not necessarily behind the scenes, because like I'm pretty honest. You know, I think that's one of the biggest things about, you know, myself, and I always talk about like key issues and things like that. But like we're, you know, if we don't know something, I'll be the first one to be like, I don't know. You know, like if you're talking about an artist or I don't know. I'm not gonna make myself look stupid, but yeah, there's just been a lot of people that have helped and made it, you know, smooth. You know, Burke, FaceTime, Key Issues, you know, Comic Head 84. Like I think he gave me like my first ever like shutout, and I think I got like 20, 25 subs from him. So yeah, man.
Don't say that, man, because if he's still watching, dude, his head's just gonna blow up.
Solid dude, man. He's a solid dude.
Don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud, dude.
Yeah, but you know, there are a lot of good people in the community, and it just goes back to like, you know, what we said. You know, like when you support, they support, and things like that. But you know, like I'm seeing like names in the chat here. You know, like they're kind of the same guys that and ladies, if there are some ladies, you know, the same people that follow me or support the people that, you know, like I incorporate myself with. So it's a cool community. You know what I mean?
It seems like it's the same, you know, we got the core people, right?
Yeah.
And then it's the ones that never comment or never, which is fine, man. Thank you for the support as well. But
yeah,
dude, sometimes like I'll have like 30 people in it, but it's only like 12 or 15 people chatting, and I'm like, what are the other guys like? Why don't they like, you know, get involved and, you know, something like that? So
yeah, look at Newbie blew up, man.
Yeah, I thought, you know, hey, you had a part in that, man. So I appreciate it. Yeah,
he's way over 1,000 already, dude.
Yeah, well, you know what, that video that I just put out on Saturday, that really helped, man, because that, like, I think I got like 60 subs just from that.
From one video?
Yeah, man, like unreal. Yeah, and like I don't even know like a lot of these people. Like they're not names that I
recognize.
Yeah, they're just like, you know, John Smith or like, you know, whatever, like just a name. Like they don't have subscribers or anything like that. It's just people that follow people just to follow and watch, which is fine. Like, you know, of
course,
it is what it is. But you know, when you want to reciprocate like the feeling of like supporting them and watching something them or, you know, whatever, like they don't have anything, so it's a little tough.
What made you do it finally? Jump on YouTube.
The YouTube, man. My girlfriend actually.
Really?
Yeah, man. We, you know, I would get together with like friends and we would talk, and you know, I would find that like when I wasn't with buddies, like I was just talking to her, and I'm like, oh, you know, like Iron Man this, and like, oh, this, and she'd just be like, hey, like, I love you, I support you, I just don't care, you know. So
yeah.
Why don't you go do something that you can go talk to, you know, like people you can talk to. So I was like, you know what, I'm thinking about doing YouTube. I'm a laid back guy. I'm a fun guy. Key issue, my friends, that's the kind of group we are. We're goofy, but we're ourselves. And then I asked them, and I was like, guys, I'm going to do it. If you guys don't want to do it, don't, but I'm going to do it. Key issues came along, and yeah, man, we just have fun. The thing is, like, we talk, and I tell this to Keys all the time. I go, we've gotten to the point where, like, it's not like the cameras there. Like, it's not weird to, like, talk to the camera or the computer, because it's almost like we're just, if we were hanging out, that's how we would talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's just all fun. So
that's what this show's all about, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how this feels
anything like the silver lining in the COVID was that it helped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not just for myself, but like for a lot of people, just to find other ways to communicate and like interact and meet other people, right?
Exactly. I saw your first video today, and you could see the difference almost immediately, right? You watched the two. It's almost immediate, the change, man.
Yeah, dude, I was like filming on like the horizontal way. Yeah, man, it's
but the change, man, you got comfortable super fast because you don't have a ton of videos.
No, I think I got like 18 videos and like most live.
Yeah. So you got comfortable really fast. Real quick, how does she feel now? Is she telling you, you know what, newbie, man, you never spent any time with me? Is that
funny? Like, so Sundays and Mondays we're usually off together. You know what I mean? Like, we have the days off. So, she has a pool. I love barbecuing. So we usually, barbecue. There's no phones. It's just, but it's funny because like on those days, like if I go to my phone, she'll just be like, oh my God, comics. Oh my God, comic. Right. And I'm like, it's like my mom or like, it's my dad, relax. But it's really like comic related. I just have to say like his family. But,
She didn't know where she started, right?
Yeah, exactly. But now it's funny because I was like, yeah, babe, like I'm getting off work, and she's like, oh, we can, we're big NBA fans, and like obviously the Raptors are in. She's a Raptors fan. I'm a Heat fan, so.
Oh shit, dude, awesome.
So I'm excited about that. But yeah, she was like, oh yeah, we should hang out. I was like, oh no, I got to do this comic thing. So she's like, seriously. So it's funny. It's funny, but
has she gotten into the comics at all?
No, absolutely not. No, it's funny though because like not even her, just like a lot of females that I know, like my sisters and stuff, they'll be like, oh my God, I watched Old Guard. It was so good. Like she loved Old Guard.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah.
Right? And then I'll wait. Like I'll be methodical. I'll be like, okay, you liked it. Okay. And then at the end of it, I'll be like, it's a comic, right? And she's like, what? I was like, it's a comic. And she's like, no, it's not. I was like, it's a comic. Like a lot of the stuff that she likes is like comic related, and she just won't. She's like, no, it's not. I'm like, the book's right here. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it came first. Like the book came first.
Yeah, the books are better than the movie, man. And that movie was good. The books are better.
Man, I love that movie. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much, and then I watched it and I was like, whoa, like it was really good. Charlize Theron, I mean,
she rocked it.
Yeah,
she rocked it. It's great. So, what are you into? You're into the independents, Marvel. I know you said you're an Iron Man fan.
Yeah, so I do. I do a little bit of everything. I'm like all over the place. I have the luxury of having a few people. I call it a team, but it's just the guys that I connect with the most. We've made kind of like our own comic family. FaceTime and Key Issues. I've just been blessed that they read and they know so much more than me. So I'm able to pick. You know what I mean? I can mention something. Oh, there he is. What's up, brother? I can mention a book and like they kind of can lead me like, oh, it's like this, boom, 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 and give me some insight on it. So it's cool. But man, I'm all over. Like I know I don't do a lot of DC stuff. I don't mind DC. It's just my heart is Marvel. Like everyone has their thing. I don't know.
Hey, dude, it's okay, bro. DC's not my thing either. It's all right.
But I will say, like, when the Batman, like the Robert Pattinson one came out, I was like, okay, all right.
That looked cool, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go see that, right? But
of course, right.
The thing with DC is, man, I've been let down so many times. Like I'll go see, I'll see a trailer or something, and I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna be like killer. And then you see it, and it's like, what was that? You know what I
Right.
mean?
It doesn't
I
hold
thought
up.
Suicide Squad was gonna be like their thing. I thought it was like, okay, DC's here, and then I went to see that movie. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know, so
You leave the theater and you instantly forget about it, right?
yeah, I have a thing. Like, if I don't want, I'll do my best to go see movies as soon as they come out, right? DC, Marvel, whatever it is. But if I don't leave the theater with like, you know, I need to see it again, then I know it's not that good. You know what I mean? And that was one of the movies. That one and Captain Marvel are two movies that I'm like, I'm okay seeing it once. Like,
Yeah.
Right. You don't need to go out and
No.
go out of your way and see it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaguar has a question. Who's your favorite villain?
Ooh. Honestly, it would probably be Joker. Which is weird, right? Because it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not DC, but that's my guy. Yeah.
Dude, I'm a little. I love the Joker too, but I think I'm a little over Jokered. You know, it's
yeah, with all the Joker stuff now, it's like, okay, it's too much because you're seeing them everywhere, right?
everywhere.
But that's their guy, right? That's their villain.
Dude, and not for nothing, dude, but Venom and Noel, I'm kind of sick of them too, bro. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but
Man, I say this all the time. I remember being a little kid when that 90s Spider-Man cartoon was going on, and I used to watch that religiously. And I remember Condiment King, get the hell out of here. And I remember seeing Venom, and I remember nobody wanted to see, like, nobody was like, what do you mean you're a Venom fan? Like, he's not really in anything, boom, 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 right? And it's weird because like that was one of the characters that I really liked, and now it's like, you know, it's like he's everywhere. Like now, if you're like, what do you mean you like Venom? Of course you like Venom, right? Like that's just the assumption you make on like all comic book character or collectors and stuff. You know, it's like, yeah, of course you like Venom. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like who doesn't like Venom?
Yeah, exactly, right? So it's.
Dude, he's always been okay with me, bro. No, it's just okay. I'm sorry, man. I guess I'm showing my age, you know, but they're okay. They're not. I mean, the Venom run now, I think is probably the best Venom run there's been because I got the first 20 and I was like, dude, this was really good. The art's amazing, but dude, all the Venomized covers, dude, I'm so over those covers, man. It's just.
It seemed like it's funny because I forget who said this, but somebody was like, "Oh, a Venom comic is coming out this week. Better be prepared for like a cameo or first appearance." Like it just seemed like every book there was like a cameo, a first appearance. Like it was just crazy, man. I've never seen it like that.
It's nuts, bro. How did you get into comics?
Oh, dude. When I was a kid, my parents let me watch like, you know, Kung Fu and like action pack, you know, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold. Yeah. And then I found Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, and I was like, all right, I think I know what my calling is. After trying, you know, stunts of like trying to walk on walls and things like that, it didn't work out. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not a superhero. I might as well just read about them. But no, man, just the shows. You know what I mean? Like the Spider-Man show, Power Rangers. The Iron Man one is funny because, you know, growing up, there wasn't Iron Man shows. Like, you know, you talk to most people, it's like 2007.
Right.
Oh, you want to go? Go ahead. Oh, sorry.
We're not looking. We're not looking. We have our eyes closed. Everyone has their eyes closed.
But yeah, no, yeah, eyes closed. No. But yeah, it was just, there was that one episode where he shows up, right? Where like Spider-Man's like kind of just picking like his team. I can't remember what episode it is, but that was the episode. And then I saw Iron Man and like, that was it.
And you fell in love?
Yeah, that was it, man. And then like I started like reading, because you had to read back then, right? You couldn't Google, right? It's not like today, you know, you could just Google anything. Like I was talking about this the other day to a few buddies. I'm like, now you're in a circle, right? Like you're just talking, not in a circle, but you're just talking with friends, and it'll be like, you know, what's Captain America's first name? You know, just something basic, right? Back in the day, it was like whoever talked the most and made sense, right? It's like, well, you know, I mean, he did have a good point, and his answer was pretty long. So I think it's that one. Now it's like you can just call anybody out on anything. It's like, wait a minute, well, that's wrong. Let me.
There we go.
So back then it was like who had the longest answer, right? You would just be, like blue and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, so he's got to be right? So,
right.
That's how I still feel with 90. He talks, he gives an answer, and okay. I'm not gonna argue your point, bro. Dude. So that's awesome, man. So how big is your collection?
So, man, I think I dropped something about this when I first started. So I had like a crazy collection. Like, I picked up like Venom 3, like when they came out, things like that. Like I was always on top of things. I was about like 25 at the time.
Yeah. And
I had, for better lack of words, I had a crazy ex-girlfriend.
Okay. She
kind of messed with my head, being like, like you're 25, because the comic game wasn't, at least where we were, it wasn't where it is now, right? We're like,
right, and it feels like it was so little ago too, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. But it wasn't there. So like being 25, like I had just bought a house. She was like, like you're a grown man. Like, why do you want this stuff? Why, because I was collecting Funkos too, and she was like, why are you collecting this stuff, right? And she kind of just made me almost like sell it. She's like, like you're grown up. Start being a grown up.
Start being a man.
Yeah, exactly, right? So you fast forward, that didn't work out. I meet the girl I'm with now, and she's like, go for it, do it, buy it. And so I'm just really just getting my collection back up. But I got about like 20 to 25 slabs, nice. 2 boxes, 2 pull boxes, things like that.
Dude,
that women will do that. Yeah, of course they will.
So you didn't have to break it when you got your new girlfriend. I don't know how long you've been with her, but you didn't have to do like a big, hey, these are my 30 long boxes.
No, I didn't.
Wherever I go, I've had them since I was 2.
Yeah,
that was almost good, man. The old one kind of broke in the new one, right? Made it easy.
Exactly. It's crazy because like I was always, even though, so it was a 2-year gap between them, right? So like the relationship I'm in now is like going on 2 years, but there was like a gap in between that of like 2 years too. So
good for you, dude.
Yeah, man. In those 2 years that I wasn't actively collecting, I would still go to shops. I would still read. I would still see what's going on. So I never really lost touch of things that were going on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's really helped me now getting back into it.
Awesome. We had a couple of weeks ago, we had Vancouver Comic Junkie. He's over in BC.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
How is awesome guest, dude. We had a blast with him. How is the comic collecting? Because you're like on the other end of you're on the East Coast. He was on the West Coast. How's the comic?
Man,
collecting. Yeah.
I think when you think of like, when you think about like the U.S., you have, you got California, you got Florida, you got Texas, you got New York, right? Like those are the 4 meccas, I guess, of comics.
Right.
Right. Like here, I would say, yeah, probably Vancouver and like the Toronto area. So I would classify us like in the Toronto area.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, these are the 2 like biggest areas because, I mean, I'm not trying to go, give a geography lesson, but like Canada is big, but most of the people live along the border, right? That's just how it is. So like, there's no one up north in, like lumberjacks who live in igloos. Like,
hey, dude, if you want to give a lesson, go ahead. That's what like, feel free.
Anywhere I go in the U.S., like I remember I was in San Fran last year, and we went to Alcatraz, and they're like, oh, where's everyone from? And we were like, oh, we say Toronto because Niagara is just, no one's gonna know, so we say Toronto. And it's like everybody turns around and just starts taking pictures. You're like, do you live in an igloo? I'm like, no. I literally live like right by New York, like right by Buffalo. Like we're the same. Like it's not,
Hey, but can I say something real quick?
When
you said your girlfriend had a pool, I was kind of taken aback. I was like, pool in Canada? I didn't. I guess I knew that, but I was a little surprised. I didn't know there was that many pools in Canada.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, we have July, August. That's about it. Like a really good, awesome weather where you're like, hot out. You know what I mean? June, people can still rock, hoodies or sweaters or things like that. Me, I mean, I'm in sandals and shorts like in May or April. You know what I mean? Like the second I am, and I'm the last one, man. Like I'm in shorts and sandals until like November. Like.
So what was the temperature today?
Okay, well today was brutal because today was like pouring and like rain, windy. Yeah. It was pretty bad. I think it was like 19 degrees Celsius, somewhere around there.
It was 19 degrees?
Yeah, but Celsius, not Fahrenheit. You guys do Fahrenheit.
Yeah, we do Fahrenheit.
What's 19?
I'll check.
I think it's like times 32 or divide by 32 or something like that.
19 Celsius it's about 66. About 66 Fahrenheit.
Perfect, bro. 66 is perfect, man.
You know what's crazy, man? So, because we're Latino, so we left. I left here 2 years ago. I went back home. I usually try to go every year.
Nice.
Yeah. So Uruguay's home for me.
Nice.
And I went in. I went in March, the beginning of March. So for those of you that don't know, it's opposite season in South America. So when it's winter in North America, it's summer. So I went in March, and I'm leaving Canada. March in Canada is brutal, man. Like brutal. So I'm going back home, and I'm in shorts and sandals and a t-shirt. Like I'm perfect. It's 26 degrees in Uruguay. I'm loving it. There's a breeze. Perfect. I get home. My grandma's like, "Where were you?" I go, "Oh, I was just out at the beach." She lost it on me. She's like, "What do you mean you're at the beach? It's almost winter and da da da." My cousins come to see me. They're in like jackets and toques. I'm like shorts and sandals. And my grandma's like, "Tomorrow you're gonna go buy a sweater and buy a jacket." And I'm like, "It's supposed to be like 26 tomorrow. What do you mean?" Ended up going to the mall, man. I got a sweater just for my grandma. I was dying, man, like sweating, like everywhere. I'm like, oh my God. There's pictures of me, man. I'm like drenched. Like like everything, because it was just drenched. They don't get it, right? Like it's crazy what the climate can do, especially like up north here, like where it's like super cold.
Has she ever visited you in Canada?
My grandma?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She Uruguay's like a third world country, right? Like people there will rob bread just to feed their family, right? Like that's just the everyday things they go through.
Yeah.
She comes to Canada where, like there's no, in Uruguay, your front yard is like barricade and like broken glass, so people don't rob you. And then here we are, like, there's girls running at like 9 p.m. at night, and there's families walking their dog. And my grandma's just not understanding the concept, right? She's like, "It's dangerous." I'm like, "Why is it dangerous? Because it's night?" Like, it's just so crazy to them, man.
Culture. Let me ask you real quick. How good is your Spanish?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's pretty good. Oh yeah. I'd say I'm like a 7 out of 10.
Nice.
Oh yeah, man. When I speak it though, people are like,
they're surprised, right? They look at you and they're like, "You don't speak Spanish."
My cousin's in the chat, George. That George Hernandez that's going crazy. I don't know what he's putting. That's my cousin. And he doesn't look Spanish. He's like blonde hair, blue eyes, right?
Oh,
nice.
Man,
I got blue eyes. I'm like,
people don't think you're Spanish. Do you ever hear people talking Spanish and they're talking shit and they don't think you understand what the hell they're talking? Does that happen a lot up there?
All the time. And I blame my mom because my mom is like, I wanted to name you Alejandro. And I'm like,
oh shit.
Oh my God, you should have.
That's my name, dude.
Oh yeah?
That's my middle name.
She goes, "Yeah, I wanted to name you Alejandro, but your dad wanted to name you Joel." And I struggle with it because anytime that when I introduce myself, I'm like, "Hey, I'm Joel or Shoed. I'm Shoed."
Yeah.
Right? Because I want those people to be like, "Oh, are you Spanish or something?" Right? Like I want that. Where if like my name was Alejandro, it's like, "Oh yeah, he's Spanish."
Yeah.
He's Latin. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Dude, but you know how happy I got. You know how cool it would have been if your name would have been Alejandro when that What's that? Lady Gaga's
Lady
song.
Gaga.
Oh, dude, no.
Dude, I never use my middle name, but it's Alejandro. And when that song came out, I would go, finally, bro. Finally, that name gets some recognition.
Hey, have you ever noticed, like, maybe you have or not, but like I noticed like my uncles and even my old man, like they go by their middle name over their first name. You know what I mean? Like I never understood that.
Yeah, but you know what? That's my son, my oldest. He's named after me, Raul, but his middle name's after my grandfather. So, and everybody the family calls him Angel because that was
yeah.
Calls him Angel, but his friends all call him Raul. And when I hear them calling him Raul, it's like, dude,
you're like,
yeah, you get tripped out. You're like, wait, which one?
yeah, dude, I kind of like Angel, you know?
Man, I love it because like when like, you know, I don't want to get political, but like when I say white friends, I mean like my North American, you know, like whatever. But when you know, like my white friends come over for like family stuff, they're always like in the corner. They're like, you Latinos, you guys are crazy. You know, like we're just celebrating like a Sunday off. And they're like, why is a piñata here? And why is there, you know what I mean? We're just like, we're just having a good time.
Yeah, man, it's a party.
It's a party, dude. Why not have a good time, man?
Yeah, exactly, right? So, yeah, but it's good, man. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. What's up with the piñatas, though? Why you guys find piñatas like that?
So, even though it's like Mexican thing, right? Like we're not Mexican, but I, as a joke for like 3 years, I would always buy a piñata for like Christmas and for my birthday. And like my family was like, what are you doing? But like it was funny because like my parents would just like go in on it, right? Like we finished dinner and then they'd be like, it was almost like they're like, what is in the piñata? Like, why do you want us to? And I'm like, we'll have to open it, I guess. And it was just always like stupid shit, right? Like I put candy or I put like stupid things I find at like a dollar store, but it just became a thing where we always have a piñata for something now. It's
your thing.
It's tradition now.
Gotta keep it fun, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome, bro. Dude, I kind of want to start talking Spanish.
Well, I mean, the chat would probably be like, okay, what?
Yeah, what?
A lo mejor otras personas van a entender lo que estamos hablando. Más nadie. Hay como 3 personas que van a entender lo que estamos hablando.
Yeah, nadie va a saber nada, loco. Nadie me dice.
Nada. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Dale, says George.
Dale.
I love saying that because like with my Spanish like friends or people, like I have a coworker, Maria, and like at the end of when we've done talking, right, or we're leaving, I'm like, okay, dale. And like there's this one girl, like a student that works with us, and like the other day she said it, like she finished saying us like talking to this girl, and she's like, okay, dale.
Oh no.
Like,
awkward.
Man, if there's one thing that like kills me is like North American, like I'm not saying white people, whatever, but like my North American friends, like it's funny because even my girl, she'll be like, Trez, like, yo, Trez, yo, hablo, and I'm just like, like it kills me, man, like kills me. Like we just had not an argument, but like before we got home, like she was eating chips and it was like the ¿qué pasas?
Okay, yeah.
And she's like, yeah, it's like K. And I'm like, no, it's not K. It's que, not K.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, I'm saying it right. K. Like, just me nuts.
Dude, it's funny, man. My bonus daughter barely speaks Spanish, dude. And when she starts saying some stuff, me and my wife look at her and we're like, what? Dude, it's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious. Yeah, white girl Spanish. That's exactly what it is, bro. It's hilarious, dude.
It is hilarious, man. But just people in general, like I anytime I'm like I've just been anywhere, you know, like anywhere I've been, and people be like, you know, it's like Kevin Hart, you know, like I always think of Kevin Hart, but it's like, oh, you speak Spanish? Okay. Okay, wait. Okay. Yo quiero Yeah. Okay.
You gotta give him some props, you know.
Yeah. You want to like just be like, what the? But they're like so happy that they did it. You know what I mean?
It's hilarious, bro. I never get. I think it's hilarious, bro. At least they're trying, you know. Whoa, man! Somebody gave me a compliment. Whoa, oh, there was this guy here working at my house, and he goes, because I wasn't born. I was born here, right? So I'm first generation, whatever. And I was talking to the guy, and he was from Cuba, and we were talking, and he kind of gave me a compliment. He goes, "I wish my English was as good as your Spanish." You know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like, you know what? I never thought about it that way.
Man, I got an uncle. So we came here in '94. So 2004, 2014. So 26 years in Canada now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I got an uncle, and he's like more tanned,
Okay.
right? But the way he's always talked and the way he moves his hands, I've always called him Uncle Snoop, right? Theo Snoop. That's what I call him.
Right.
And it's funny because he's been in Canada for 26 years, but like this is him talking English to you. And I'm just like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? Crazy.
And it's been 26 years, right?
He's just like, nah, man. And it's funny because like in Spanish, like right after that, like when people are just like, the fuck? And in Spanish, it'll be like, I just don't want to talk. And I'm like, what? Like,
dude, that's hilarious, bro. Hey, speaking of Vancouver comic junkie,
Vancouver, yeah, man. Yeah, I checked him out,
man.
Yeah, he's on my Insta. I think he's in like a.
Okay, wait a second. Wait, dude. Everybody's on your Insta, bro.
I don't know what. I don't know how it happens, man. I don't know how it happens. But we are in a Canadian group.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think there's like 15 of us or 18 of us, something like that.
Nice.
Very
yeah,
cool.
we have a down south riders, South Florida crew.
Florida. Man, how crazy was it last night? I know Giannis wasn't playing, but man,
I'll take it, dude. I'll take it. Did Boston end up winning tonight?
I don't know.
I think they did, man. You know what? I don't know. I didn't finish the game. I was watching the game and it was super tight, man.
I think I'm like the only guy living in Canada that doesn't like the Raptors anyway. So
how did you become a Heat fan, though?
Oh no,
Yeah.
Raptors won.
Oh, they did. So it's a 3-3.
Game 7. How did I become a Heat fan? So this is what happened. So when we came to Canada, we coming from a third world country, like when you hear stories or see movies, like families just getting up with pretty much all the money they have. They sell everything back home. Yeah. My parents came with little money. So the programs back then, like they helped new families. And I remember one of the first pieces of clothing, because when we got here, it was like October and there was like snow, right? Yeah. And we're like, we're used to like 40 degrees in the beach. So I got a Orlando Magic jacket. So I grew up actually an Orlando Magic fan, but it's almost like when you're like if you were dating one girl, but you were always thinking about the other girl, you know what I mean? Like that's how it was with Miami. Like I was always like, yeah, I'm Orlando, I guess. But then I was always like checking out Miami and like buying Miami gear. And then finally I was like, okay, who am I fooling? Like I'm not an Orlando fan. I'm a Miami fan. Surely enough, though, I had to kind of stay quiet because when I realized that it was 2011, 2012.
Right.
LeBron went there. So like I didn't want people to be like, oh yeah, of course you're Miami fan.
Right.
Yeah, of course you are. So I hit it while they won. And then when he left, I was like, guys, I am Miami. Like I'm a Miami fan. And people were like, oh, well, they suck anyway, right? So it was like cool. It was okay to be a Miami fan then because LeBron was like everybody was gone. So right. And now everybody's like, of course you're Miami. We haven't really done anything since LeBron left. So I don't know what,
Hey, I gotta admit, I am not. As far as basketball, I like teams. I go with teams.
Yeah.
We're here in Miami. I love the team that they got now, but it's not. I'm not a diehard. I like the Warriors. I like players in basketball. I like players more, but I'm super happy the Heat are playing good, and I'm not jumping on the bandwagon, but I really
don't say like
I didn't like those LeBron teams. I like the team with Wade and Shaq, and I like those teams, and I even liked when they first started. But I do like the Heat, but I'm more because I know 90's gonna give me shit right now. So
well, what's 90? What's 90 a fan of?
90s is Die Hard.
Die Hard Heat. Die Hard Heat.
Good, man. Good. Dude, I remember the last time I was in Miami. Last time I was in Miami was 2013, and they were playing Boston in the playoffs, and we got tickets. The problem was our flight landed at like 4:00, and we got to our hotel at 4, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a nap. The game didn't start until like I think it was like 8:15 or 8:30 because it was the East final.
Right.
We had tickets, everything. Passed out, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because like just before we left for our flight, like I worked like a double, like overtime, then the morning, then another. Well, I guess a triple, and then we went. Yeah, man, it was.
Dude, I gotta say real quick, Ricardo Rodriguez just brought up Harold Miner. I was at the Heat draft party at the Miami Arena, the old Miami Arena, when they drafted him. Everybody was so freaking happy. What a loser! I'm not gonna call the guy a letdown, but dude, what a letdown, dude. God bless, man.
There's a lot of those though, man. It's just sometimes the lights are brighter some places, you know. And
everybody was going crazy at the arena, man. I mean, I remember right before him, Robert Horry got picked by Houston right before him, and at 12 it was Miner. And when they picked Horry, everybody was like, "Who the hell's Horry? You? We're gonna get Miner. We're getting Miner." Dude, what a letdown, dude.
I think I saw a Miner jersey like a month ago or 2 months. Yeah, at the beginning of summer. I think I saw a Miner. Yeah, somebody was wearing a Miner jersey. I don't know if they knew anything about basketball, Miami, nothing.
Yeah, he was the slam dunk champion. Woo-hoo, yeah. Baby Jordan, baby.
Yeah.
Baby Jordan. God. But yeah, man, that was crazy.
He did wear it, yeah.
So who do you like? Do you follow American football? You follow
man. Sports? Dude, sports runs deep in our families, man.
Really?
Nice.
For a long time, like Sundays, like you couldn't talk because like football was on. Like, like, hey, you know, there's games at 1, there's games at 4, there's the Sunday night. Like, don't talk to me on Sunday. Like that's my mom. I'd be like, Mom, what am I gonna have for lunch tomorrow? She's like, it's football. Figure it out. Like it was.
And they got this after coming over because in Uruguay there's no football, right?
Yeah. So my mom really struggled with hockey, right? Like hockey's big up here, obviously, but you know when we came in like 93, 94, HD TV wasn't around. It was hard to, you know, like follow the puck for my mom, and my mom's got bad eyes, so she never really, you know, got into hockey. Basketball was like baseball is like a big no. So then, you know, it was soccer, and she got into liking football. Wow. And so it's funny. My mom, so my youngest sister is a Vikings fan.
Oh, cool.
The middle child is a Atlanta fan. I'm an Eagles fan.
Nice.
My mom is a Patriots fan, but like when we came to Canada, like Drew Bledsoe, not Tom Brady, Drew Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe, yeah.
Yeah, and then my dad's a Packers fan. But
fuck, what the hell, dude? You guys are
like out split.
Dude, I got videos of that Super Bowl when Atlanta played New England. My sister was like
talking shit.
My mom was just like, you know, just a cool Latina woman. She's just like, okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. Man, that second half, my mom, like, if you were there, you wouldn't even think that, like, that was my mom's daughter. Like, you'd be like, why is this lady, like, snapping on this chick? Like, so bad, man. Like, so bad.
Dude, your sister must have been taking a shit, dude. Right?
Dude, she left my house crying, and my mom was like, I told you they'd lose. Like, that was like, what? Crazy, man.
Dude, she's freaking brutal. Dude, that's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Because football's a hard game for a foreigner to learn, dude. Football is complicated as shit, dude.
And my mom knows all the rules. Like, people will call her out on stuff, and my mom's like, no, that's a penalty because the offensive lineman held and put a hand right on the face. That's a 15-yard penalty, and da-da-da. And people are just like,
Oh shit.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, my people will call out my mom, like, oh yeah, of course you like New England, Tom Brady, and she'll name you like the whole defensive line.
Oh wow, nice.
And it's just like how crazy she is.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. Are they big into soccer by any chance?
Yeah, oh yeah, soccer, dude. Oh my god, when Uruguay plays,
Yeah.
you don't exist. It's just the TV.
Wow.
I'll be like, Mom, someone's at the door. Mom, the house is on fire. Like, just like.
Dude, that's awesome, bro. Don't hate that, man. That's freaking awesome.
No, oh yeah, no. It's funny because we had a buddy of mine who, like, my mom treats as like a son. It was when Uruguay was playing Italy in the last World Cup. Uruguay won 1-0, and my mom again like was just like, well, like just going nuts on him. Like, Mom, you have to remember he's not your son. Like, he's a friend of mine. He can sue you. Okay, like just relax.
You need to freaking chill, right? You need to chill.
But she gets on it, man. It's crazy.
That's like my wife, dude. My wife wins at anything, and she's the worst fucking winner, dude.
Like when Uruguay 2010, when Uruguay came in 4th at the World Cup.
Yeah,
dude, like that was like the only time I think I've ever seen like my dad, my uncle, like male cousins like cry. They were like, 4th. Like we carried that 4th place thing for like the next World Cup, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It's like they won, right? It's like they won.
Like, we're talking shit to people, and we're like, yeah, we came in 4th, and then people are like, yeah, so, but like,
yeah, but you know what? When you in soccer, the World Cup, it's every 4 years and all that. That's a big deal.
And dude, we haven't won one since 1950.
Exactly, that's a big deal, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
that's a big deal. Anybody that wouldn't understand that, I guess they wouldn't understand. But yeah, it's 4th was a big freaking deal.
I love when, especially here in Canada, right? Because hockey. But I love when people are like, yeah, well, hockey's just like what soccer is down there. I'm like, no, dude. Like people kill if their team loses. Yeah. You punch somebody if your team loses. Like there's a huge difference. Like people burn, the house down or kill riots. Yeah, like
dude,
it's crazy because I try to always explain this to people. So like in Uruguay where I'm from, there's 2 big soccer teams. It's Peñarol and Nacional. Peñarol is yellow and black. Nacional is red, blue, and white. And this is what kills me is like when I came to North America, I was like, why is this guy wearing like a Yankees hat today, and then tomorrow he's wearing a Padres hat, and then the next day he's wearing a, like it seems like anybody can just wear whatever. But like, where I'm from, like you wear one team, right? Yeah. Like you can't be in a neighborhood rocking your team or your colors because they'll kill you or they'll beat the shit out of you. Like. It's crazy. Or like if you today are cheering for this team and tomorrow you're cheering for that team, people will be like, what the, like, that's a big no-no. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, the mindset.
It's like the Bloods and the Crips, bro.
Yeah. But like here, like I've got a buddy who has like 14 hats of like 14 different teams. And my dad's always like, what's your team, man? Like, I don't even know. Just all over, man.
Yeah, you're a fucking loser, bro. What the fuck? Pick somebody, right?
It's a poser.
I just rocked my Raider hat.
Raiders. Oh, so wait. So how do you feel about them going to Las Vegas?
I love it, dude. I love it. At first I felt bad for Oakland, but I think I love that new stadium. I can't wait to see it. I think it's next Monday night. They have their first game.
Yeah. Do you see what the season tickets come in?
No.
It's that big.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's pretty dope, man.
That's the replica of the stadium?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's gorgeous, dude.
They give you like the medallion too, and like man.
They went all out, man. That stadium looks bad. Everything is black and silver. They're calling it the Death Star.
Oh wow, that's sick.
I can't freaking wait, dude.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want to go there. Like, I think that's dope. And being an Eagles fan, I don't want to go to Dallas because, like, I know that stadium is pretty good, but I don't want to go to Dallas.
Dude, not for nothing. I kind of like the move to Las Vegas because it's a lot cheaper to go to Vegas and watch a game. Because I've always wanted to go to Oakland and watch a game, but I've heard horror stories, right? And to go to Vegas, man, you could get like one of those packages and just watch it, go to the game. And so I think it works out better.
I think they'll do. Again, I don't know. I'm not trying to get hockey on you guys, but like I know a lot of people since Vegas got that hockey team. A lot of the hotels will just give them and comp them,
exactly.
Oh, wow.
yeah, for free, for like nothing.
Exactly. I don't know if it's going to be that way with the Raiders because, of course, I think they're a lot more popular than I forget what the hockey team is. The Knights, is it?
Yeah, Golden Knights.
The Golden Knights. So I think it'll be a little different, but still, you know, you could get a package, a flight, and a hotel, and then you just got to buy your ticket, you know, and it works out a lot better.
So let me ask you: do you think there will be a full season of NFL, or is it going to get canceled at some point?
I don't think it's gonna get canceled, man. I think
weren't they going back and forth like they were saying?
I think it's gonna work out, dude. I think it's gonna be a lot. I'm not gonna say nobody's gonna come down with it. That's not what.
Yeah.
But I think there is gonna be a full season. I'm optimistic. That's who I am. I'm just more optimistic.
Yeah.
It's gonna work out kind of guy. Even though sometimes I gotta beat myself up because I start thinking I don't think that way, but I think it's gonna work out, man. You know what? I have hope watching what the baseball league went through. The Marlins were 20 players have COVID. Oh my God, what's going on? They just adjusted and they made it work. And I think that's how it's gonna be with the NFL. Although I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're taking more precautions now than they. Seeing the Marlins go through that, I think everybody's taking more precautions now.
Yeah. And they're still behind. I think like the Marlins have to play like a double header.
Yeah.
Like the end of the year or something for like the whole time, man. It's crazy.
The thing I'm thinking about the basketball, the season's going to end like in October.
And it's going to start like the weekend after.
Exactly. What is that? That's what I can't wait to see that.
Well, I heard they've always wanted to set it up so they can start the season on Christmas, which I would be okay with, man. I think it would be dope, to be honest with you.
I do too. I think that'll
be. At least the whole summer, you don't like the only sport that's going on is baseball, right? Which, you know, I like baseball. It's just I can't sit there and watch 4 hours every day. You know what I mean? I'm a Yanks fan, so you know.
Hey.
It's tough right now. It's tough.
I'm a Yankees fan too.
Oh yeah, shoot, man. It's tough. They're in 8th place right now. I don't understand. We're made out of glass, man. Like I don't understand.
Hey, do you ever go like into New York and stuff and like?
Yeah. We're a 45-minute flight from New York, and we're 8-hour drive. So yeah, I've been in New York like 6-7 times.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you remember? Well, how old were you the first time you went?
Probably 21.
Dude, isn't it? Javi, have you been to New York? You have, right?
Yeah, I've been to New York about like 5 or 6 times, 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
My
brother lives there, so.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude, isn't it the first? My first time going to New York, I was like 36. Dude, isn't it incredible when you go there for the first time?
Yeah, when you go there for the first time, you're like,
wow.
Yeah, you're like, what is this? It's like
but then like the third day, you're like, okay, I've seen it, I get it, New York. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's still. I love going to New York, man. I never.
I love going it. See, the thing is though, like when you go so many times, it's like you have to find a reason to go, because if not, it's like. Yeah. Like I've already done everything, you know what I mean? Like I've seen it, I've got pictures, you know, everything. Like unless they do something new there, like I'm, you know.
Dude, not me, dude. I got family there, so it's a little.
Oh, okay, that's different. Yeah, that's different.
It's a little different, dude.
Like, even San Francisco, right? Like I went there last year, and we went for 9 days because I thought, you know what, we're gonna need 9 days,
right?
Dude, you need 3 days in San Francisco. 3. That's it. Not rushing, not even waking up like at the sight of sunlight and you have to rush. Like, I mean, you can do all the tour stuff, you can shop, you can take all the pictures you want literally in 2-3 days. We were like just redoing things that we did
Yeah.
like 2-3 times over just to pass the time. Like that's how crazy it was. And it's not a knock on San Fran. I love San Fran, but sometimes you got to do your research on like, okay, how long do things take there? Because New York, you know, like I've got friends that have never been and they're like, oh man, I'm going to New York 2 weeks. I'm like,
What?
A long time.
To New York? Like
No.
you like 2 days. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, I always feel I feel like 4 to 5 days is tops, man. You don't need more than that. New York, after a couple of days, it's almost like, okay, I'm good now. I don't need to go to the city every single day. I've been to Chicago. After 2 or 3 days, I already know where everything is. I hit that. NOLA. I love NOLA, dude, but it's 2 or 3, 4 days. I know like the back of my hand already. Well, you know what is it? Not oh my god, the French Quarter. The French Quarter, I know it like the back of my hand like after 3 days. And now it's like, okay, now I go here, and at this time I go here. Yeah, dude.
It's crazy, man, because like anywhere I go, like on the second day or even that afternoon, I'm like, oh man, I know this place. I'm from here. You know what I mean?
I feel the same way, dude. I feel the same way, and I'm dying to go back. Oh my god. Asshole, man. Dude, that would have been that's one of my all-time. I wish I could have gone there to Studio 50.
If you had a time machine, that's definitely where you would be at.
Oh my god, dude, I would have loved to have been there. I don't know why that came up, but yeah, dude, that's me. That's me, bro. All day, dude. The Palladium. What were these things? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, man. So this guy knows. Okay, cool.
So what are you gonna be doing with your channel, man? What do you
you know, right now, it's funny because a lot of people are like, man, what are you doing? I kind of want to build the people around me. Like I'm trying to build FaceTime. I'm trying to build Key Issue. Like I want to build them up.
Nice.
You know, I'm kind of on like that whole like team, you know what I mean? So I kind of want us to be together up there, you know, like some people chase 1,000 subscribers, some people chase, you know, whatever. I just know that these guys want to do it for a good reason. So I'm trying to build them up, but and we've got a lot of fun things coming up, man. The only thing that I wish is like the borders would open because we'd be able to go to the US, like to drive and like do crazy hunts and like flea markets and things like that. I really like doing those things, man. I like going to hunt. We've got some crazy videos where we go hunting and man, it is like you find crazy stuff, man. It's unbelievable.
You started putting up that recently. You started putting that up recently, right?
Yeah. Well, because there's so many shops in like less than an hour radius or like 2 hour radius. So we would just pick a day and like, okay, we're both off, you know, let's go to 4 or 5 shops.
Yeah.
Let's do it. But a lot of those shops, they don't have a lot of people in the cities or they don't come by. So, I mean, you saw some of the books I got for what I got, and it's just like, wow, okay.
Did
like
you
I
ever
pass by books like crazy, man, because it goes back to this community, right? Like you might be looking for something different than I'm looking, but in the process, you might pass by something that is not valuable to you. It goes back to, I love when people are like, well, what do you think this comic is worth? It's worth whatever someone wants to pay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Like I could sell it for $5. You could sell it for 100. It just depends on what buyer you come across and what someone's willing to buy. There's always a price somebody would pay. You know what I mean? It's just patience. That's all it is.
Did you ever hunt with other people before YouTube?
Yeah.
Or, really?
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you were these same guys, these same friends?
No. So I had like other buddies who were like more you know, outspoken about it. Like they were like, yeah, I'm into comics. And it's like, okay, we get it. So like where like me and Key Issues, like we've been friends for like a long time. And we didn't even know that we liked comics. Like we would go to see movies together.
Yeah.
So one day, like I don't know if it was him or me. We said something about comics. We're like, whoa, wait, what? You read? You collect? And then it's just something that you know is been one of like the pillars of our friendship, man. But yeah, I used to collect. I used to go to flea markets all the time, man. Just 10 a.m., 9 a.m. and be there until like 4 p.m. just going through boxes and books and Yeah.
Dude, the champion. We have our little group.
That's the thrill of it.
And I always collected by myself, man. And since YouTube, I've met Javi, 90, Steve, Bo, Puff, Jeff, all these guys, and we get together every once in a while, you know, whenever we can, because they live about 3 hours away. And dude, I gotta tell you, man, it's some of the best times I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We've gone to cons together, and it's freaking amazing. You're talking about going through long boxes. The champion is right there, dude. Javi's the champ. I'm more looking for keys, and you know, I'm looking at the wall books. Javi looks for treasures, bro, and he finds them, dude. Javi's our long box diver.
Yep, I am. It's fun, man. It's exhilarating, and you got everybody there behind you, just like cheering you on, almost.
Do you guys like have a rule? So, like, say for example, all three of us went, right? And you guys knew I was looking for, I don't know, the Ultimate Fallout 4, right? Mm-hmm. We're going through boxes. You find it in a box. Mm-hmm. Do you guys have a rule where it's like, okay, first I saw it, so it's mine, or are you like, oh, I know you were looking for it, like I know you said dibs, like, hey, if anyone finds this book, it's mine. Is there any rules you guys go by, or
you want to answer that one? Now he's interviewing us.
We hunt for each other. I don't think, because that's interesting to say, because now I'm thinking back on it, and there's like, we're all so different, right? Yeah. We all collect comics, but we rarely are kind of looking for the same thing. Yeah. Exactly. But when we find that book, we're like, oh, I found this for you, dude. I found it. Like, and it'll even go so far as like, oh, I found this for you. I'm going to buy it for you. And then
yeah, I always feel bad, man, because like sometimes when it is a book that we both want, like I always feel bad. Like if, you know, the guy in the car is like, okay, if anyone finds this, dibs on me, right? Like I genuinely feel bad, but yeah, I don't know.
A book, it's yours, but we've never had that issue, right?
Yeah, but it goes back to like what you said, Javi. Like everyone collects differently. Everyone is like I know key issues will be like, hey, if you know, and it's crazy because like I don't have that amazing memory because I like when we go hunting because I have the books I have in my head and then he gives me a list of like 15 books. He's like, if you see this, get it from him. Like, okay, man, like that's a lot of books to remember.
Right. Put it down on a list and then text it to me or something, because there's no way I'm gonna remember.
Dude, I just love when we're together, man. It's because it's like Javi said, we all collect different, but we're always finding books for other people.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, man. It's fun because of the people in it. You know what I mean? Like it's more fun now with like the communities and everybody hanging out and meeting up and things like that.
And more than ever, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one of the things. Like when COVID's over, like I'm not scared, but like I kind of like what's gonna happen with like what's going on here. You know what I mean? Like the YouTubers and things like that. Like, is it gonna be how it's been the last, 5-6 months, things like that? I don't know. People are going to go back to work. They're not going to be able to put content out as, every day or like their scheduled day, or are they going to still have the same support? Like things like that cross my mind from time to time.
I think it's going to be all right, man.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't that hasn't crossed my mind because it was tight. It was really tight before.
Yeah.
And I think if anything, more people like yourself and other YouTubers have come into it because of being home and all that. But it was pretty tight, man, because it seems like it's still the same set of guys, gals, and all that. And it might be less, but I don't think it's going to be like nobody's just going to leave. Like people do take time off.
Yeah.
Because you need it. It does get a little overwhelming, and you don't want it. At the beginning of the show, you said you want it to be fun. You don't want this to feel like a job, man. Like, oh shit, my show's at 9. I gotta stop doing my real life and go. I gotta have my show. God bless. You know what I'm gonna think? If I don't go
Man,
live, oh my
and
God.
and I've had conversations with Devin from comics and stuff.
Comics and stuff. That was the first channel I ever watched, man.
Wow.
Same man.
Same.
I told him because we connected a few months ago, or like a month and a half ago, and he was like, "Man, you're doing great, this and that." And I told him flat, I was like, "You're the reason I got into it. You were the first channel."
That's my
Yeah, and even you know, talking to and when I say this, like, hey, I don't have him in my phone. We don't private, but like talking to Gary Very, you know what I mean? Like, I've had conversations with Gary Very where, you know, we've talked for a few days, and both of them, they said like the biggest thing is keep it fun. If it's not fun, then take time off.
That's the basic, right?
Yeah, it's got to be fun. If like, it can't be a chore, man. Like, half my videos are like, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna go do this, and then if I got time, I'll go and like film it and edit it really quick, and that's it. I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, oh, a newbie.
Yeah, like all flashy and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, if that's your thing, hey, great. For me, it's just like, you know what? Here's my face. Here's my logo. Let's get into it. Like, there's nothing to it.
Dude, speaking of that, who came up with that logo of you?
My buddy, he's a graphic designer. So my buddy Deke, here in Niagara, he was like, man, I think I have an idea. And I kind of gave him like an idea of like, okay, you know, like I wanted to just be like my face, but like cartoony. He picked the color scheme. Well, we picked the color scheme because it's funny because people are like, yo, why is your like colors like red and yellow? And I'm like, Iron Man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, well, why is your shirt blue? And I go, I'm from Uruguay.
Dude, that's awesome, bro.
You know what I mean? So like everything has like a reason. You know what I mean? It's not just like, okay, let's make it red, let's make it yellow, blue, boom, done.
No, that would have been me. That would have been me. You put some thought into it. I love that.
Yeah, there's meaning behind your logo. That's sick.
Yeah. And you know what? Again, another guy, I didn't mention him at the beginning, but you know, like behind the scenes, like he did that for me. Like, you know, we were talking one night and he's like, I got this. I want to do this for you. Let me do it. And you know, it was something that helped me, because if it wasn't for him making a logo, who knows? I might be a month behind or a few weeks behind, or, you know, you never know, right? So it's just timing too. Yeah.
You would be just getting to 600.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let me go back real quick, dude. Ricardo asked, have you ever been to Hialeah?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
That's another. That'll take you about 30 minutes.
Yeah, you don't need more than 30 minutes in Hialeah, and you're good.
You just gotta go maybe 2 or 3 places, and you're pretty much done.
Oh, jeez.
There's not too much to the Hialeah countryside, although I always say that's why I'm going to retire, but there is no Hialeah countryside. But yeah, I just want to get back to that, dude.
Any Uruguayan restaurants in Niagara? None.
None?
Man, people
How's the
in
Spanish
Niagara
food?
don't know what Uruguay is, man. People
Right.
don't know what Uruguay is because, like, I'll be like, yeah, you know, like Uruguay. And they'll be like, is that like that soccer player that bit somebody? And I'm like, yeah,
that's it. What are the foods of Uruguay?
it's like, man, it's so weird that you asked me, because I get asked this like 3-4 times like this week. I don't think there is like a set, you know, like when you think of like Italy, you think of like pasta or, you know, whatever, even though like it's not actually Italian, it's more American.
Yeah.
In Uruguay, it's just asado. You know what I mean? Like just pure, nice cuts of beef, meat, things like that. It's also the style of how they cook their meats. So again, it's called asado. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Yeah,
of course.
But like that. That's just how they do it there, man. Like,
how do you like your meat? Medium or well done? Or wait. This is an important question, Javi. I've never asked you this. All right, this is an important question. How do you like?
I like it medium.
I'm right there with you. I like it medium.
I don't like it bloody and like I don't like that. Like if it's rare, no, I don't like that.
I like medium. I like a little pink. The blood, I could have a little juice. I don't need to have the blood. It won't gross me out, but yeah, medium is the way to go, dude.
Man, I remember. So like I was like a sous chef before when I was younger, and I remember this dude would always come in and order a blue rare steak.
Oh wow!
I thought it was like the grossest thing ever, man.
What's a blue rare?
What,
Blue
5
rare
seconds on each side?
Yeah, 5 seconds, not even, just done.
What kind of meat? What cuts of meat?
10-ounce steak, 8-ounce steaks.
Wow.
So this guy's basically eating it raw, man. It's like,
no, I couldn't do that, dude.
I see this guy saying, Ricardo saying chivito, dude. Yeah, if you go to Uruguay, chivito, yeah, same thing. That's one of the food too.
Chivito's goat, right? Chivito's goat.
Yeah, but you can also eat it like the thin steaks. They do like thin steaks, and it's just like, yeah, they put like bacon on it, a bunch of sauces, lettuce, tomato, onion, things like that.
That sounds good, dude.
Basically, they take away the burger and just give you like a steak.
You like plátanos?
Nah.
Really? Wow, dude, plátanos like the superfood, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Plátanos in Canada?
Not that I've seen. Not here. Man, I'm so like I'm so like traditional here with my foods because it's like chicken, steak, pasta, pizza. You know, we try to eat healthy, but you know, we'll eat healthy and then like we're like, all right, we ate healthy, so snacks. You know, it's just like how we do it.
Dude, plátanos, man. Wow. Do they have that? Do they have it in Uruguay? They have plátanos in Uruguay?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
My parents love it. Like they eat it. They eat all that stuff, man. They're like paella.
You don't though?
I'm not a paella guy. I don't know.
Paella?
No, because they put like shrimp and like scallops and all that. I'm not a seafood guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it was a vegetable paella or like a steak one, yeah, no question. But usually they do like, you know, the rice with the shrimp and the scallops and the peppers, and nah, it's not for me.
Wow, dude, that's surprising. Dude, paella is a freaking amazing, man.
Dude, I'm like the pickiest eater. My girlfriend always says, she's like, how are you foreign? Like,
where's your girlfriend from? Canada?
Canada, yeah, Canada.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, man.
She's
been everywhere. She's been more places than me, man. Like she has, like, she cooks, like she likes Asian food, and you know, she's lived in Morocco and Spain and things like that. She has a knack for it, you know. So she likes different cultures and things like that. So she hates cooking for me. She says that. She's like, I hate that I can't cook for you.
Oh man.
But that's how it is with my wife. My wife's super picky, man. She doesn't have
Really.
I tell her all the time. I'm like, listen, you cook whatever you want. I will get Domino's. I'm okay. I'm okay.
That's crazy. It's rare that you don't find somebody that likes paella. Paella.
Aquaman likes paella.
Yeah.
Dude, we do the Silver Age Sunday on Javi's channel. I don't know if you've watched it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Dude, we should do paella, man.
Yeah, dude. We start talking. It's funny. We start talking food and like the chat blows up, right? Like what the hell?
It's crazy. It's comics, food, and music, and you know, sometimes even sports. Sports will bring people together, but it also try and divide you.
Yeah, it divides, man. It divides. Yo, so does this Ricardo guy know? Is he Uruguayan?
I don't know. Ricardo.
He's talking about like Punta del Este and like Chivita. Like this guy knows a lot about Uruguay.
You're surprised, huh?
Yeah, man. I don't meet a lot of Uruguayans, man.
Ricardo, you gotta sub them up, man. You gotta sub them up.
Please tell me you drink mate. Oh yeah, I drink mate. Of course I drink mate. Yeah, you have to.
I'm more of a iron beer kind of guy. Edon beer.
Oh man, mate is hard in the really hot days of summer. That's the only time where it's like you know, and it's not like back home in Uruguay where you could just carry it everywhere, like it's there more and all that, and people are like, oh, I know what that is, right? Like usually when I have my mate, people are like I remember we were at the beach one time and the security guards are like, sir, you have to get rid of your weed. And I was like, excuse me? Because like if you guys don't know, mate is like this, it's this herb tea,
Right.
you know, and then you have hot water, you pour it in, you know, and then you drink through this straw that has like different filters. And yeah, because it's green, people are like, oh yeah, that's weed. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's like a tea or, you know, like something. But yeah, everywhere I go, people think it's like weed. My Argentinian's wife's great grandmother was Uruguayan some part. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got the pass.
That works. Yeah.
There's not that many of us, so like, you know, yeah, you're in.
Okay, we're gonna Biggie's been wanting to see books. We're not showing books, Biggie. It's not your channel. Well, you know, this is a little different. I'm sorry, buddy. I love you. You know that. So Biggie's trying to put it back to comics. So Newbie collects modern or
Silver.
really no bronze.
Bronze. I don't mind bronze. Yeah, I find modern is where you can make your money to help you, you know, get to your silver and your bronze goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's just where I see modern. I don't see modern books holding up. Just, I don't know, the value, the investment.
Hey, let me stop you real quick. Nobody's arguing with you here, bro.
No, yeah, no.
I'm in total agreement.
Some people, you know, on the flip side of that, though, people are like, well, you know, like modern one day will be worth something late. And it's like, yeah, probably. But I don't know. Silver just holds up, you know?
It just holds up, dude. I'm sorry. She's making her first appearance. This is Sally. Sorry. I guess the door was open and she's just strode in. Let me get her out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Like modern though, in a sense, because like new comic book day, like where are you going? You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
Do you sell a lot of books?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
And you buy the silver?
Yeah, but I buy more silver for me. Like it's tough to find deals on certain books to like resell. Like if the money's not there, why would you know? Like I'm not gonna buy Fantastic Four number 20, right? It's like a $300 book. Mm-hmm. Okay, what am I gonna sell it for?
Right.
Like to make what, $20 profit? There's too much work involved for just $20 profit. Unless the guy you're selling it to lives right beside you, then yeah, I would do that all day, right? So,
dude, I'm really surprised. So you go to silver instead. So do you get any bronze?
Yeah, I get into bronze, man. I don't want to give some things away because I do have some unboxings coming up on my channel.
You don't have to. I don't need specifics.
Yeah, no, but I do collect bronze. Yeah, man, bronze, silver, gold is just.
It's crazy, right? It's like a rabbit hole. I don't want to jump in that rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
The gold people are like Funko people, man. They're crazy. I would say the Funko people are crazy in a good way. You know, I have Funko fans, but yeah, it's just like a different breed, man. I don't know.
It is, right?
I don't know.
The Funko community is so much bigger than the comic community.
Oh, dude.
It's crazy.
I think it's more like not easy to get into, but it's more just like all over the place where you can just be like, oh, I want that, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
You really don't need to know the history, right?
I think you have I think you would have a problem if like you walked into somebody's house, you went into a room and like the whole room from top to bottom was like Funko, like where you felt like you were like in a store or something. Like I think that's where you're like, I have a problem. I don't know.
Hey, I mean, Hialeah has a whole room dedicated for just comics. So
okay, right. Yeah, it's like a store in here.
Yeah, that room is crazy, man.
It's
Submariner 1.
Yeah.
Dude. But I just love that you like silver, man. I'm more of a bronze guy. Recently I started selling, and what I've been getting is a lot of silver.
Silver?
And like Javi knows. Javi's been selling longer than I have, right? And it was hard for me to sell. And now, dude, it's like I sold the book right before we went live, and like I got the box ready. I'm ready to pack it up as soon as we're done, so I can mail it out. That's addicting too, is to sell and you see money start coming in, and then you could get more stuff. It's freaking awesome.
I've been finding I've been having a lot of success. Like I said, like everyone does things a certain way. Everyone sells for their specifics. Like I like to buy modern to sell for certain silver keys, and I'm if I can make money to push that investment, why not? I'm finding that a lot of places, especially in Canada, some places in the US, they don't get a certain book. Like when what was that Robin King? Dark Knight, that huge ass title where it's like Death Metal, Dark Knights, Dark One, Darkness, Dark of Batman, Darkness, Dark Batman, Dark One.
Yeah.
Like, why don't we call it the first appearance of Robin King? That would
right. So much easier.
But when that book came out, like there were so many people, like even around me, that couldn't find it. Right. And I was selling them like $25-$30 a pop. So, but I take that money and then I put it into like a silver book that I want to get.
That's what I've been doing, dude, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I've been getting like I had this one guy like just snap on me, and man, I get it. You know what I mean? Like everybody works differently and things like that, but you have to take advantage. So like, I had this one guy, like basically comment me and was like, you're a fucking asshole.
Wait a second. This is on YouTube or
this? No. This is like on my Facebook where like I sell books, right?
Okay.
The Facebook market and things like that.
Okay.
So this guy was like, "Man, yeah, you're an asshole," because I had taken a picture of 5 of those of that book,
right?
And I was selling them, and I think I had it at like $25 a book. And the guy was just like, "You're an asshole. It's people like you, just because you don't have a job, like get a real job. I actually have to work. Like I have a kid that I have to go pick up when I'm done school, work, and like I can't get to a comic shop." And I was just like,
"What,
bro?" I pulled them out, like my comic shop, like pulled them out because I ordered them like 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like people will lose it on you, man, just because like they can't get a book. Like it's crazy.
It's
like everyone has the same opportunity. Just call your fucking shop and tell them to pull it out. Like I don't know.
You know what? And if you don't get it, that's okay.
Yeah, there's next week.
Yeah,
bro, don't fucking freak out, man.
Are you guys I try to like preach this with like whoever wants advice or whoever wants to come hunting with me or wants to get into comics. I always say, I'm like, listen, don't believe in FOMO, that fear. Just get rid of it. Like if this week you go to a shop and the book you want is not there, don't just buy all the books because there's next week.
Yeah.
After that, you know what I mean? Like you have to, because I know this one guy, he just, okay, that book's not there. Okay, I'll just grab all these other ones then. Like
why?
For what?
But try to fill that void,
That's the thing, man. But
no.
A lot of people don't realize, like, especially when they get into it, they always feel like they have to copy, like, a person or like, oh, this guy's getting this, so I have to get it, right? But like,
yeah,
we may be like collecting this book for a different reason. You might be wanting it in your PC. I might be wanting to flip it. This person might just want it because he doesn't know what the hell it is. You know what I mean? Like,
just collect what you want, collect what you like. You don't need to see what other people are buying and be seeing other people be like, oh, this is the first appearance of this so-and-so character. Oh, now this creator or this writer is talking about this character coming out. And then it's just like, if you want to read it, then go ahead and buy it, but if you miss out on it, don't go on and hating, you're not doing yourself any good and you're not doing the other person any good. And you're making yourself look like someone who's just a hater.
Yeah. I've seen people come into this, in this community in just the short term. And I've seen them, listen to people and just buy everything just because one person said, go out there and buy this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you like that character? No. Do you like that? Like, do you like Marvel? No. Okay, so you don't like the character. You don't like Marvel. What do you like comics? No. So why are you collecting it? Oh, well, this guy told me to. It's going to be worth it someday. It's like, okay, all right, sure. You know, like people just come into it like that, and it's like, no wonder you're going to hate this community and you're going to hate this, you know, this hobby because you've been given bad advice. You have books that are terrible, and you're not collecting what you want. You're not even in the hobby. You don't like comics.
Yeah.
I remember I went once to Tate's. That's like a big store down here. And there was, I think it was a Wednesday morning, which I don't go to that shop too often, but the guy was like, there was one guy there after the rush on a Wednesday, and he was like, he just started talking to me, and he goes, "I only collect covers."
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, all right, dude, that's fine. He goes, "I don't read them. I just collect covers," and you know, and that was basically it. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. To your point, what I've learned is books come around.
Yeah.
They always come. Like sometimes it's like, oh my God, I've never seen this book, and it's happened to me. But then a week later, the book comes right back. You know,
Yep.
I had never seen it, and all of a sudden, I've seen it twice in a week. So that happens to me. What Magic Lasso is saying right now, that used to happen to me. I have a hard time letting go because I think I might not be able to afford it again if I want it. Yeah, but do you really want it? You know, and that's how I'm starting to look at books now. Do I really need this? And I'm trying to focus on stuff that I really,
same, man, same.
really
I
want.
don't want to have boxes full. I just want to have the books I want. You know what I mean?
That's where I'm at, man.
It's
That's
tough.
Vancouver put it well. He said, "Collect to impress the 12-year-old inside you." That's what it's all about, man.
Oh man,
You know what? That's funny because I'm thinking about, I got a new couple of videos I want to put out, and it goes exactly to that point, Vancouver. It goes exactly to that. I got a new series, but I've been too lazy to do it, and I'll put it out there. It's basically what I've been thinking about doing is, I can't believe I own this book.
Oh,
my
nice.
my 12-year-old self does not believe I own this book.
Nice. Yeah, that's great.
And I'll probably do it sometime. Maybe, you know, I've been thinking about it for like a month. You know, but yeah, I totally agree with you, dude. We've been going for an hour and a half. It goes by quick, right, Newbie?
it hasn't even seemed like it though, man.
Right, we're just hanging out, talking.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's dope. That's what I love about this stuff, man. When you get to people who, you know, I always say I gravitate towards people who are natural. Like I don't like people who try too hard or aren't themselves, you know. But it's natural with you guys. It's a good time. It's laughs. I would do this again. I'll have you guys on my show anytime. Like, oh yeah, 100%.
Let us know, dude. Let me ask you real quick, man. What do you got coming up?
So, man, two of us had to work. Like Kieshu had to work late yesterday. I had to work late yesterday, so I wasn't able to do Comic Talk. So we got Comic Talk next Tuesday. Mondays is our new comic book and speculation day. It's been getting a lot of traction lately.
Yeah, you flew up that Venom, man. That was
that was crazy, man. You know what's crazy is for 2 months now, everybody's like, man, like they've been trying to crack that code.
Who is this character? Who is this character?
And when I put up that video, this one guy messaged me. I've never seen the guy's name. I have to go back to look, but this guy's like, dude, you better not waste my time. There better be evidence or you're fucking done to me.
Oh my God.
Dude, what? Like,
fuck.
It's supposed to be for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, there is evidence. Don't worry, slow down. But
yeah,
it's crazy. I still have people commenting on that video being like, no, man, this is fake. It's not real. No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that this character is this character anywhere. And I'm like, okay, like
just
whatever.
wait and see. You know, just
wait and see, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, what's that?
Sorry, I told 90 who you were gonna be on, and he immediately went to that video, and he
shit.
Dude, 90. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's what is it? It's the Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 10.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I forget I think it was Silver Age Sunday. I think it was last Sunday, or maybe it was Saturday. And 90's like, oh, did you guys hear about this book? Go check your shops out. And then Jeff the next day goes out and he finds 2 copies of that book, and he was able to score them. I thank you to my brother. My brother used to collect Spider-Man back in the day. I've had that book.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a good book to have.
Javi, I got some books here I'll trade you for.
We'll see. We need the evidence. We need the evidence.
You know how crazy it is, though? Like, I love my guy Keys, man. I love him. He put out a video when he first started, and he's like, man, let me go on your channel. We'll do it together. I was like, yeah, absolutely. So he came on, and again, trying to crack the code. He did it early, right? He thought it was Ramshot. He had all these pictures. He had all this info. He connected the dots on some things like that. He put it out, and that day, like minutes after we finished the video and we put it out, the market went crazy for the book, like crazy for the book. And now, like, I'm seeing it now where, like, when you say something, like, it affects, man. Like, people listen, people go buy. Like, that's why I'm like very careful. Like, measure twice, cut once. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put out some information because there are some crazies out there that, you told me to buy this book. I bought like 100,000 copies. Like the Beanie Bag babies, right? Like, I don't want people doing that with like I say, man. Because
look at Ricardo, what he just put. There are some psychos in this community, bro. They take this shit serious, dude.
Yeah, man, it's
just serious. Comic Tom gotten a lot of hate because of that,
Yeah, but you know what it is, man. And I was gonna say this before you said something. With the speculation, because we were talking about sports earlier.
Right.
When the season's over in any sport, right? What do people do? Oh man, Dwayne Wade's gonna sign with so and so team. Oh, he's going there. Oh, he loves Michael Jordan. He's going to Chicago. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, then the player goes and signs somewhere else.
Right.
Do people go on YouTube and like ridicule the guy or like talk shit about his family or like Photoshop? No, it's all for fun.
Yeah.
That's what this community is. Not like us in particular, but like just some people in the community. Just it is for fun. Like when you say spec and you're talking about it, it's like it's just an opinion. You know what I mean?
Dude, nobody's putting a gun to nobody's head to go buy something. Spend your money. Nobody's doing that, but people take it that way.
Crazy, man. Yeah, that's why I always say, I'm like, listen, don't you don't have to go and buy use up all your Blockbuster stocks, but be on the lookout for this book, or if you see it, think about it. Nobody buy a book because of that.
Read 84s. I've been preaching that Idris Elba was definitely going to be vigilante. Oh, whoops! It didn't have.
I like Vinny's comment. He said,
"You're the kid."
Yeah, he said, "Yeah, man, silly kids tricks are for kids. You silly rabbit."
Dude, it's you better be careful, bro. You're a big channel. You're an influencer. No, I don't know if you wanted that, but it came quick. But that's where you're at, dude. So,
but it was all just because of fun. You know what I mean? Like just
of course, dude. Yeah. Dude, at the end of the day, dude, it's comic books, bro. Come on.
Yeah, it's comic books, but
I always tell people when people ask,
man,
they're like, oh, what should I buy, man? What should I buy to flip? I'm like, Yarn Man.
Dude, Yarn Man.
I just think of like a stupid book because it's like, man, I can't tell you. I don't know. That it goes back to collect what you want. Like I have a guy who. He doesn't get it. Like he will ask me like, hey, what book can I buy today? And this weekend it'll be double. I can't tell you. I can't give you that answer because I don't know.
And he's got to go do the research himself, man. You can't follow the trends, see what people are, looking after.
Dude, at the end of the day, if you're buying everything you like and it never goes up, maybe you're buying the wrong shit. Maybe you're Maybe he should like what everybody else likes. I don't know. Anyway, dude, I'm sorry. So what else you got going on, dude? We kind of got sidetracked.
Yeah, so we got our comic talk, our speculation show. We got I think like 3 or 4 videos for sure of a few new shops that we went to. Once the US border opens, man, I'll be in like New York, Rochester, Buffalo, Amherst, probably Cleveland. We'll be going all around there. Because it's close, so we'll be checking out some of those shops. But yeah, man, I'm starting to get like new guests. I want to start doing things with some people who always show up in the chat, but they're kind of like scared to like do their own thing. So
Right.
I think with my personality, working with people and things like that, I could probably get some personality out of certain people. The Women in Comics is still going on, man, and yeah, man, just finding ways to be different, man. That's the key, because everyone's almost. I'm seeing like the same things, and I don't want to follow. I just want to like do my own thing. You know what I mean? So
No, you're definitely keeping it fresh, keeping it original.
yeah.
Yeah.
And again, if it's not fun, like I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you'll never see me do something that I don't believe in, endorse, or want to do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it was like when you guys asked me, I was like, yeah, of course I'm gonna do it. Like,
dude, keep doing what you're doing, dude, because it's working, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And like I said, the door is always open for you guys to join me.
Awesome.
Yeah, 100%. This last like 2 weeks has just been crazy.
Yeah, bro. We were hitting on IG. We were like,
yeah.
So I could tell you're freaking busy, man. You're like all over the place. You got a lot of stuff going on, and that's all right.
Yeah. So yeah, come October, hopefully it's back to normal in a few weeks. But yeah, man, it's great. Like I said, man, like I got home from work at like what 9, and I was like, dude, I'll be on in like 6 to 8 minutes, and you're like, you got time? Like,
we're good, dude.
So, awesome. But very appreciative of you having me, man. I really do appreciate it, and thanks to the chat.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, man.
What you got going on?
Tomorrow on the Conquistadork channel, we have the Start Me Up show. That's where we do our music talk. So we'll be going over the top 10 songs of 1965 versus 1982. Awesome. That's going to be a very good time. The chat is always awesome in that show. And Silver Age Sunday, this coming up Sunday, we'll be doing like almost like a interview hangout with Rena from Like with Two YouTubers.
Awesome.
So that's going to be fun.
Awesome. I'll do that video I told you I brought up. I got to do an afternoon delight, and I guess that's wait. I got tomorrow. We got to Start Me Up. I can't wait to do that. And Monday, I'm starting a new show with Steve Whiting. It's going to be called The Johnson Show. The Johnson Show. It's going to be at 7 o'clock Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern, and we're going to be talking the start of the NFL season. So it's not going to be comic related. We're going to be talking football, change it up a little bit. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and next week, tune in next week at Wednesday, 9:30 to see who our guest is next week. Man, I want to thank everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for the support. You guys have been amazing. Newbie, bro, this has been a blast, bro.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I was thrilled when you asked me. I'm glad I did it. So thanks for having me, guys.
Dude, it was a pleasure having you, bro. Javi, thank you so much, man. Like always.
Of course, man.
Peace out to everybody. Stay safe, and so long from the Sunshine State, guys. Take care.
Go Heat.
Go Heat. Go Raiders. Bye.